Welcome to one of Mexico's most eerie and mysterious places, the Island of the Dolls, or La Isla de las Muñecas. Located in the Xochimilco canals just outside Mexico City, this small island is famous for its collection of hundreds, if not thousands, of dolls. These dolls, which hang from trees or are scattered throughout the island, are unsettling and often in various states of decay, creating a truly unique atmosphere. The island has become a place of fascination for those intrigued by its dark history. But what led to this eerie collection of dolls? Why did they end up here? And what exactly is the story behind this unsettling place? Let's dive into the legend. The story of the Island of the Dolls goes back to the 1950s. At the time, a man named Don Julian Santana was living on the island, which was largely isolated and surrounded by water. According to the legend, Don Julian discovered the body of a young girl who had drowned in the canal nearby. He was deeply shaken by her death, and some say he believed her spirit had never truly left the water. Overcome with guilt and compassion, Don Julian believed that the girl's soul was restless and needed to be appeased. To honor her and protect her spirit, Don Julian started a strange ritual. He began collecting discarded dolls that he found floating in the canal or abandoned in the surrounding areas. He would place them on trees and around the island, hoping to offer the girl's spirit comfort and show his respect. The dolls were meant to serve as a tribute to her and perhaps even as a way to keep other spirits at bay. As time went on, Don Julian's collection of dolls grew larger and more extensive. He would scavenge for dolls, often collecting them from nearby trash or even asking visitors to bring him dolls. He placed the dolls all over the island. Some were hung from tree branches, others propped up on the ground, and some were placed on walls and buildings. Don Julian's obsession with the dolls became more intense, and many people who visited the island during his lifetime said that he believed the dolls had special powers to ward off evil spirits. The dolls began to change over time, aging, losing limbs, and decaying in the harsh environment. This only added to the eerie nature of the island, and the dolls took on a more sinister appearance as their faces deteriorated and their eyes became hollow. But Don Julian believed that the dolls were doing their job. He thought that they were protecting him from the spirits of the girl and the other lost souls he believed haunted the island. His work with the dolls became a lifelong endeavor, and it's said that Don Julian would often talk to them as if they were alive. In 2001, Don Julian was found dead in the very same canal where the young girl had drowned decades earlier. He had passed away under mysterious circumstances. Some locals believe his death was connected to the spirits he had tried so hard to appease. Was it the girl's spirit, or the spirits of the dolls that had finally claimed him? It's a question that has puzzled many. There are several theories surrounding his death. Some say he accidentally drowned, while others believe that it was a spiritual event, possibly even a warning from the very forces he had been trying to protect himself from for years. However, some believe that Don Julian's death was a tragic accident, as he had lived alone on the island and often wandered the canals. Regardless of the cause, his death only added to the mystery of the island, and it became even more well-known after his passing. Today, the Island of the Dolls is a popular tourist destination, attracting visitors from around the world. Many people come to the island to see the strange collection of dolls and learn more about Don Julian's story. Despite the unsettling and eerie atmosphere, the island draws crowds of people who are curious about its dark history and the haunting legends that surround it. The dolls, many of which are broken, decaying, and weathered by time, create a surreal environment. They hang from trees, sit in corners, and stare with wide eyes at anyone who ventures onto the island. Some people who have visited report strange feelings or sensations, like being watched or feeling a presence near them. There are even reports of the dolls' eyes moving, or of hearing whispers while walking through the island. Whether these experiences are real or just the result of the eerie atmosphere is up for debate, but the legends continue to thrive. Many visitors also share stories of the island being haunted by the spirits of the drowned girl and Don Julian. Local guides often explain how Don Julian's obsession with the dolls was not only an act of devotion to the girl, but also a way to protect himself from other spirits that he believed inhabited the island. They say the dolls are meant to protect the island from further harm, and that the spirits of the dolls continue to watch over the place. The dolls on the island are much more than just creepy decorations. They are symbols of memory, loss, and perhaps even protection. The eerie figures, often with missing limbs or cracked faces, represent the passage of time, decay, and the haunting presence of the past. Don Julian's work with the dolls can be seen as an attempt to preserve memories and prevent tragedy from being forgotten. In many ways, the dolls symbolize how people deal with grief and loss, holding on to something, no matter how strange, to keep the memories alive. In a larger sense, the island of the dolls serves as a reminder that certain places carry the weight of history and human emotion. The island has become an enduring symbol of how stories and experiences, especially those of tragedy, are preserved in unexpected ways. The dolls, in all their disarray and oddity, offer a lasting tribute to the girl who drowned and to Don Julian's obsessive quest to protect her spirit. The island of the dolls continues to be one of the most mysterious and haunting locations in the world. Whether it's the decaying dolls hanging from the trees, the eerie atmosphere, or the tragic story behind the island, it's a place that captivates the imagination. For those who are brave enough to visit, the island is not just a tourist attraction, but a reminder of the strange ways in which human beings confront death, loss, and the unknown. The island of the dolls lives on as a strange blend of legend, history, and the paranormal, forever etched into the landscape of Mexico. Thanks for joining us on this eerie journey through the island of the dolls. If you enjoyed this mysterious tale, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating history stories like this one.